The very interesting thing that we love about the Office Depot Business Credit Account is that it's a very diverse sort of funding program that is targeted, of course, but it's very diverse. And Office Depot is very flexible and very generous when it comes to their credit program. So let's have a conversation about that. I want to talk deeper here. I want to go granular about this topic. So here's the overview I really want you to pay attention to. So the thing is that the Office Depot OfficeMax credit card is basically a small business credit card that is great for those who frequently shop at Office Depot and those with fair credit who are trying to build their credit scores. Okay, so I really want you to keep in mind those two, that duality, those two elements. You got to frequently shop at Office Depot because you want to really optimize your use of the card because you have rewards on the card. And if you don't shop there often, you might actually lose. Okay, and if you have fair credit, you actually could qualify, not a problem. And we've seen cases in the country where, based on your geography and based on the volume of transactions you want to bring to Office Depot, they will approve you even if you are around a 580. So this is kind of cool. But on average, 600 is actually the approved sort of minimum FICO score. Okay, now on this card, the APR is 23.99%. Okay, and so one thing I want to say here is that there is no rewards program or no cashback rewards program on this Office Depot business credit accounts. And the thing is that now, in terms of flexibility, in terms of benefits that you get from this card, of course, they will report your transaction activity to the credit bureaus. You also are able to get a higher credit limits from Office Depot, so you can buy stuff and you have on the card if you want to, or you can actually convert the arrangement later on to a net 30 account or to a net 45 account. So instead of having the credit card from Office Depot, and so you charge the transactions right away, they will bill you, and you pay the invoice within 30 or 45 days or 60 days for that matter, depending on your approved account category. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. I really appreciate having you here. And in today's conversation, I want to talk to you about the Office Depot OfficeMax sort of business credit accounts. So basically here, APR 20 to 29% or 30%. There are no balance transfers that are approved here. In terms of the rewards, I'll speak about the rewards later on, but I just want to say that this is a basic card and you have to actually spend the money within the Office Depot ecosystem. Now let's talk about the review. So basically, you are able to save $50 on your first purchase, or $150 or more, in the form of a statement credit made within 60 days of account opening. This is kind of cool. And so you actually can link your rewards membership to your credit account and get 2% back in rewards on everything automatically. And you can become a VIP member and get 5% back in rewards on ink, toner, paper, and print copy ship services, and free delivery on eligible items when you spend $500 or more in 12 months. And you get $2 back in rewards when you recycle your ink and toner cartridges, up to 10 cartridges per month, and $10 minimum monthly purchase required. So you can see here that, Office Depot wants you to be in their ecosystem, and that makes sense. It's a business decision, and so basically the bonus rewards are for members only. And one thing I want to say here is that I want to talk to you about the pros and cons of this program. What are the pros here? No annual fees. Business owners with fair credit may qualify. Sign up bonus of $50 on your first purchase of $150 and up. No membership fees. High rewards rate. Okay. And so we love the fact that no personal guarantee is required. And this is kind of cool. And you have the opportunity to, like, this card reports to multiple credit bureaus. What about the cons? You have a high ongoing APR. Like, think about it, 30%. That's kind of high. And you can only use this at the Office Depot and OfficeMax stores. And enrollment in the rewards program is required to earn full rewards. And so one thing I want to say also is that they don't offer rewards or cash back at all. And so you don't also earn rewards on every purchase. Okay. And overall, this card is kind of basic in our view because it does not include many credit card benefits. So again, I want to say that if you're still here and you'll listen to me, if you are interested in this card, make sure that you are going to do the bulk of your spending. Either you're doing it now or you are going to do it at Office Depot or OfficeMax. I mean, they do have a large inventory of products from office supplies to office equipment that you can actually buy for your business. And if you are thinking about buying from them in bulk, then think about applying for this credit card first so you can rack up rewards. Okay, this is really important. I want to talk to you about the suitability of this card. Okay, and so who the Office Depot OfficeMax business credit card is best for. Now, business owners who purchase office supplies regularly. Cardholders who shop at Office Depot and OfficeMax will receive exclusive offers and special savings. Or new businesses that need to establish credit. So if you are listening, if you are right now, you are a new LLC startup, or let's say you are an LLC startup or an S corporation or C corporation or LLP, whatever the legal structure is, but you are a new company and you are trying to, let's say, you are trying to establish credit, then you might be really thinking about this card. Okay. And by the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a quick conversation about Office Depot business credit accounts. We're talking about the Office Depot OfficeMax credit cards as well. And you need to really understand that, once you get the card, you will build credit. So Office Depot will report to the 3 credit bureaus on the personal side, but also to the 3 credit bureaus on the business side. So you are covered either way. So we're speaking about on the personal side, you have Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And on the business side, you have Experian, Dun & Bradstreet, and Equifax. So Experian, Dun & Bradstreet, and Equifax. So this is important. But again, there are no rewards program. Okay, you have a modest welcome bonus of $50, and you can use those card at Office Depot, OfficeMax only. Okay, and I want to insist on that because we did get in the last few weeks about 50 emails or 75 emails of business, let's say viewers who are asking questions about this Office Depot business credit accounts, and they're thinking whether or not they can use the card at other stores. No. You can only use the card at Office Depot, OfficeMax stores, and you can actually use the card online also if you buy from this establishment online. If you buy from Office Depot or OfficeMax online, yes, of course, as long as the purchase is coming from an Office Depot sort of the ecosystem, you will qualify for the rewards. Okay, the card also has free employee cards. We love that a lot because you are able to distribute the card to your employees so that you can actually monitor things properly, and you also have an easy VIP upgrade potential. I want to talk to you now about the fees. So when you think about the Office Depot OfficeMax credit card, what are the fees you need to think about? Well, in terms of introductory APR, there's none. In terms of the ongoing APR on purchases, you are looking at like 20.80 to 29.99%. So about 21% to 30% non-variable. And in terms of, but on average, the APR is mostly around $23.99. And so there's like no cash advances are allowed at all. And so the minimum interest charge if you do carry a balance will be $2. So that's for the APR. What about the fees? Let's talk about the fees. So like balance transfers, balance transfers are not allowed. So you're not going to get any balance transfer fees. And so foreign transactions are not applicable because the card cannot be used at other merchants or for international transactions. This card is only for US based Office Depot, OfficeMax business like store locations or online. And so in terms of, so I just want to really specify that this is a store credit card issued by Citi. So if you are wondering whether Office Depot business credit card is the right card for you, you need to really remember that it's issued by Citi, and that Citi is really servicing the card. And it's important to understand that you're not going to use the card and really benefit from it if you're outside of if you're outside of the Office Depot sort of ecosystem. Now, one thing I want to say here is that, and this is the kind of advice we give to our clients, is that try to get the card when you have a major you have a major project at the office. Let's say you just moved out or you're about to move, and you will need like a large volume of inks, large volume of not inks, a large volume of ink, a large volume of cartridges, whatever it is that office supplies, office equipment. You're going to need a large volume. This is where you actually apply for this Office Depot OfficeMax business credit card as a one-time basis, as a one-time element. Okay, that way, if you get the card, you can use it for a lot of things, and this is kind of cool. And one thing I also want to say here is that when we talk about Office Depot, Office Max, we're thinking about a card that is constantly changing, a card that is actually switching things around and actually reinventing the whole process of getting a card, a store card. Let's talk about the process here. I want to really acquaint you with how to make payments on the Office Depot Office Max business credit card. So the thing is, you can actually, if you are a cardholder, you can manage your credit card online. And if you have any problem, like you want to contact them, you can call 1-800-729-7744 Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern. So the possibility is there, and you also can mail your payments to Office Depot Office Max, PO Box 78004, 78004, Phoenix, Arizona, and this is 85062 8004. Let me repeat that. So the address, we're gonna put this on the screen so it's clear for everybody. So we have Office Depot Office Max, PO Box 78004, Phoenix, Arizona 85062 8004. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic once again. We're talking about Office Depot Office Max business credit card, and now I want to talk to you about the rewards. So now, in terms of rewards, you can apply. So once you get the card, you get $50 off on your first purchase of $150 or more. You have 2% back on supplies, furniture, technology, and other eligible items. You can actually, but you gotta be a rewards member though. If you're not a rewards member, you're not going to get anything at all. That you're not getting any type of rewards. And one thing you need to really understand here is that you are basically, and by the way, Office Depot has a program in place where it actually awards rewards for product reviews, and so you have that also, and you have free delivery with no minimum purchase required. You have exclusive VIP perks such as birthday offers, and you have 2% back on eligible items once you spend $500 in the first 12-month period. You become a VIP member, and you have 5% back on ink, toner, paper, and print services. So those are things you really need to think about and make sure that you have thought about everything beforehand, so that you're basically sure what you're getting yourself into if you were to get this card right away. This is really important to think about that. The extras here. So when you're thinking about the Office Depot business credit card accounts, there are some extras I really want you to be aware of. Okay, and so what are the features that we love a lot, by the way, because Office Depot is doing a lot of great work in terms of easing the process for you. So you have itemized billing statements that are really great when it comes to tax season. You are able to actually account for whatever projects you are running through Office Depot, Office Max, so you know exactly how much you're spending, item by item, line by line. So the level of granularity, it was just amazing when we saw the reports from Office Depot. And this information that I'm just talking about, itemized billing statements, you can have them. You can have them in paper form. You can have them online. You can have them on the app also. So Office Depot does have an app. So if you are, let's say you have a business credit card, you are basically able to download that app and follow your transactions through the app. And you can also have multiple cards per account. So get additional cards for authorized employees. And you have flexible payments. So you are taking advantage of flexible payment option. So you can carry a balance or choose to pay in full. And so this is kind of cool. Now, if you are interested about this feature, you just got to visit an Office Depot Office Max store or by calling 1-800-729-7744. So this is very important. And another number that I really want you to pay attention to here is that you have 1-800-950-5114. So this is another number that it's important. But overall, if you want to contact them via email, you also have the option to do so. It's customerhelp@citi.com, because the thing is that Citi is the one servicing this credit card. Wells Fargo is not really doing it, so Citi is really helping here. And so you want to reach out to Citi directly if you see any problem on your account. But overall, this is a great card that basically we have had for many years. And it really has helped us a lot, many decades, by the way. And so it really helped us a lot. And one thing I want to say here is that we also love the fact that Office Depot, OfficeMax credit card, they report your transactional activity to Equifax, to Experian, and TransUnion. So again, just make sure that you make regular on-time payments so that you are able to reduce your rate real fast and real fast and clean. Let me talk to you about the application here. So basically, how do you apply? How do you apply for this loan? Or I mean, this not a loan; it's a credit card. How do you apply? Let's have a conversation about that. Now, the thing is that you need to visit the city link. You go to the Citibank, because Citibank is the one servicing this card, right? So you go to City. There is, just type in Google Office Depot, OfficeMax credit card. So you go to the City platform, you fill in the application form. You will typically need to provide general information such as your social, so your address, annual income, and sources of employment. And you just need to make sure that everything is clean and just submit your application. And if you are denied, they will let you know the reasons why. But if you are approved, then you're going to start thinking about the next steps. Okay. And just remember that we love Office Depot, OfficeMax, but there are alternatives out there. They really do a great job too. So you have, for instance, you have the Chase Inc. Business Cash, which is really, really great. You also have the Capital One Spark Classic. This is really fantastic. You have the Amazon Business American Express card. This is really also great. So you do have a lot of players in the industry that are providing you with a very, very interesting alternatives to the Office Depot, OfficeMax credit card. And so the bottom line here is what, if you were to say, well, American Express is better than Office Depot, then you have to ask yourself why. Well, because if we take, for example, the American Business Express, what am I talking about here? The Amazon Business American Express card. If you think that's better, remember that this card, the Amazon Business American Express card, is great for those who frequently shop at Amazon but without a Prime membership. And you can use this card at Amazon Business, Amazon.com, Amazon Go, and other affiliated stores, okay, as well as other merchants that accept American Express. So in terms of the Capital One, this credit card is kind of cool also for business credit building. So you can use it to build business credit. We love that a lot. And we also love the fact that when it comes to the Chase Inc. Business Cash, you are able to actually, let's say you're able to do a lot of stuff with this Chase Inc. Business Cash. You are able, for example, to actually take care of recurring office expenses for office supplies, internet, cable, and phone services. This is really cool. And overall, on this card, you have 5% back on every account anniversary year that you actually have been, with a card, and on purchases up to $50,000. In some cases, it's $5,000, and overall, it's $50,000. And you need to understand what you really are looking for before applying for this card. Thank you so much. I want to give you the verdict here. So the question is the Office Depot, OfficeMax credit card for you? The answer is yes. The answer is yes if you do all of your funding let's say all of your shopping, all of your spending, your business spending at Office Depot. If the answer is yes, then go ahead with this card. If the answer is no, skip the Office Depot business credit card. If you don't want it to be tied down to one store, and you just want to actually have specific rewards programs or specific borrowing programs. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I just was quickly talking to you about the Office Depot, OfficeMax, and I've given you the review to kind of help you actually go to the next level in terms of understanding what you need to do to move forward. Thank you. And God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.